Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I was making some ATCs and I thought, why not turn the camera on and you can come along with me and make some of these. I have not been big into ATCs, but I'm finding that they are a lot of fun to make. And I started out making, cutting out all these pieces to make card fronts, which you can do also. ATCs can be used for that also, but they were a little bit bigger. So I decided to go ahead and get everything ready to make ATCs. And I have done these so far. And the paper I'm using is 49 Market. And it's so pretty. And then I've got, stickers and pieces of ephemera and stuff like that. These little, on this one, I used some gel print that I had done in the background. Then I put this sticker and three of these little dewdrop embellishments. I think it's so pretty. So yeah, let's just make a few of these. I have them ready to go, so you're not having to watch me cut everything out. And so this is the first one. I hope you can see this okay. So I have these little pieces of ephemera too, so I'm using these when I can, and I've die cut some hearts and so some other little things, punches and stuff like that. So what I like to do is kind of ink up the edges a little bit, make things stand out. Do that with the flower. So how are you guys today? Today's Thursday. This will probably not go up until Friday. And it has been so windy here. We're just like over the wind, but we have not had any snow since, is it 2 weekends ago? We had a little snow. Little is the operative word. And we had one other before that, 2 or 3 weeks before that. It was a little bit. It was icy though, because it's been so cold. I mean, it got down to -1 a week ago. A week ago on Friday, it was -1. And this week, it's warmed up again, and it's like today, I went into town and it was like 50 degrees. So there you go. But very windy, so it makes it feel like 30. Okay, so let's just go ahead and glue some of these down. I need to redo my little bottle. This is something I do with my art glitter glue. You've probably seen me do this before if you've watched me. But you put a wet paper towel in the bottom of a glass jar or some container, and then as long as you're using your art glitter glue, you just turn it upside down in there, no pin, and it stays for the duration of your crafting. It does not clog up on you. Sometimes I go off and forget. Leave it in there overnight. Well, then it's going to get dry, but otherwise, if you're crafting for like 2 hours, you keep that paper towel wet, you're good to go. And I cannot glue without getting it all over me. So, yeah. Are you guys in the Midwest still getting pummeled by ice and snow? I just feel for you guys. It's terrible. I do not like it when we get snow here, and it's, you know, I'm afraid February, March, we're gonna get pummeled. But so far we're way behind on our water. It's really bad for the ranchers and farmers around here because, you know, especially in my area, I live in a dry ground area, so people here cannot rely on irrigation. They rely on rain. So if it's not raining or snowing, it's not going to be a very good year for hay, unfortunately. Okay, so I went ahead and I stamped out a whole bunch of phrases and words. I used Tim Holtz set. I used it was either Tim Holtz or mostly Mindless Crafting. And I will link the sets below in the description box that I used. This is the one from Tim Holtz that I'm sure a lot of you have. So all these sentiments. I really like that. And then it came with this stencil also, which I use a lot. This is the 49 & Market pad that I'm using. It's so pretty, and I don't remember the name of it. I actually stamped, you know how they, on the back of the cover, there's the cover, and then on the back they have pretty paper too. Well, that's what I stamped on. So I really don't remember the name of that, but if I find it, I will link that also. So let's just put this phrase on here. Do what you love. This one is a Tim Holtz. Oops, don't want to put it upside down. Okay, and then I will come back and see, that's the back. But I need to make those little things that say ATC card and made by and all that. So I'll be putting on the back of these. So this one, I think I had a different configuration with this one, but I saw this strip that I had cut off of another piece. I'm just going to glue it down here because there is some black on here. Oops. It's kind of slick paper. We'll cut that off. Okay. And these labels I made from, I will just show you as I go. These are Stampin' Up. No, why do I always do that? It's Mindless Crafting. It's called It's a Sign. And there's all these labels on here. So there's a tab, labels, and a banner. Very cute. I love this. It's, for a while they had Stamp of the Month Club, and I belonged to that, and I believe that was one of the stamps we got. For some reason they had to quit, and and they have not started it back up again. You know, life happens, so it's okay. I didn't need to spend the money anyway. And so right here, I thought I would put this butterfly sticker. And this could be one of my projects for mindless crafting is put up. They do every week or so, couple weeks, they put out a challenge to use certain things or make certain things. And this one is use your stickers. So there I am using a sticker, and I'm using their labels. And so now we can put a word on here. And I cut out these little phrases. And hopefully I have one that fits. There's one here that's don't forget to fly, but it's longer than the label. And that would work good with that butterfly, but I think I'll cut this just a little bit closer. My problem is when I use scissors, I have a tendency to cut crooked. Anybody else? So, yeah. I guess I got it fairly straight. So that should fit in there just fine. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty cute. I thought the other day if I'm going to Craft Roulette Live in August, I better get cracking on making something that I can hand out to people. I'm thinking the ATCs is really, I got some really cute ATCs from people. And it's a good thing that you can trade, give out to people. They're fun to make. So there's that one. And I'm wondering, well, I'm going to wait till I get the backs on these, but I think I might round the corners. Use my small corner rounder around the corners because I think that would look pretty cool. And I'm not sure if people do that on their ATCs, but I'm going to do it. I'm just going to try it on this one. I think it gives it a cool look. I like that. So when I get all the backs on, then I'll go through and round the corners. Okay, there's that one. This one, this paper is really cute. Sorry, I need to keep above the line. Because it's got the butterfly on it. So, and I'm using, you know, some cutoffs and stuff. Scraps on here. So I'm going to glue this down on the top. I'm not going to go all the way to the top. How many of you guys like to make ATCs? Are you into it or have you tried it? These are really fun. Now I thought bringing this black in here was pretty stark, but I have this heart die cut I'm going to put over it and it'll mute it down a little bit. And then I brought in this word with the black lettering, so I think that'll kind of balance it out a little. Yeah, I need to have this closer to me so I can put glue on it. I was a little disappointed last night. I was ready for Who Done It, and I kept looking and looking for Mary on Craft Roulette, and she wasn't coming, and I'm like, oh no. So I went on the web or on the Facebook page and found out she was a little under the weather, so it's okay. It happens. So I hope she's feeling better, that she'll be up to it on tomorrow night for craft roulette. But we love Mary and we want her to be well. Okay, so there's that one. And these aren't taking any time at all. Like, I mean, I've been working on it for a while because I had to prep, you know, and we can go back in on some of these and add. So like on this one, I've got these little flowers and stuff over here to the side of me. And I thought maybe I could put some of these on here. Would be kind of cute. Why not? I love these little flowers. I got these at Hobby Lobby. These are Paper Studio. Last time I went in there on Monday, Paper Studio was not on sale, which is pretty rare because usually when I go in there, Paper Studio is almost always on sale, 40% off. And they did not have a sale on Paper Studio. They had sale on other stuff, but not that. So I got some lace. Can't remember what else I got in there. Not much. I got out of there with not getting much. Oh, I got 2 containers that will organize your ribbons. So I got my ribbons organized. So that was fun. So there's that one. I'm only going to put 1 flower on there for now. You could go in and put, you know, a couple more, which I might do later. Okay, here's another one. This one's a little plainer. Where are we here? So I thought I would do this on here. And then I cut this out of, I don't know what, I guess this is 49 and Market 2. Must be out of one of their papers. I'm not sure. And then I just stamped the XO right on there on the label. So we can put that on there like that. And then thought I'd put this Focus on the Good down here. I'll mark it. That's how I mark things a lot. I know that's very scientific, very precise, but you know. I'm not into, you know, perfection or a lot of measuring, that kind of thing. That's just not my style. There we go. So I think that's pretty cute. What else? We can put a flower on there. Let's get this stuff down first. Gonna ink this a little bit around here. Put that down. Okay. There we go. And we'll put this down. Don't need to ink around it because it's got the black border. Just trying to make sure it's straight. And we'll get this down. Okay. So now what are we going to put on here? I have these little, not sure what this will look like on here, but I'm going to try. These are little, like, they're like sequins, but they don't have holes in them or anything. But they're kind of pretty. And I think the color would go. We could put one there, one down here, and one up here. So one of these days, you guys, I'll probably start out doing a premiere. I think I said this before. It's a live, but it's a pre-recorded video, and then you go live, and then I can chat with you live. Dear Julie does that all the time, and I think it would be fun. It would get my toe in the water, so to speak, as far as doing a live. The only live I've done was last month when I did my first live with, my only live with Mommy Guide, and she invited me to come on so I could do my first live with her, and that was fun. I said, yeah, I'll do it as long as I can just show my hands. So, but I thought it was a blast. It was a lot of fun. I just love her. So there's that one. And we can ink around the edges on this a little bit. I'm not wanting these to be, you know, really grungy looking, but just to me that just sets things off a little bit. So there's that one. I have one more. Now I have this. Now this piece is really pretty, you know. I don't think I need to cover up a lot of it, but it needs to do something. So we could put a label on here. And that's got a sentiment. And what else? I mean, really, we could do, some of these, put some of these on here, and that would kind of dress it up a little bit. I know you're going to say, oh, you should be. It should be gluing, and you're probably right. I'm going to put a little bit of glue. I usually always do, and I need to on these because I think these would come off. I love these. We got these at Paper Ganza last year. Pretty sure these are the ones we got there. I've been using them since July. Yeah, that's pretty. And then, see, we got a little dragonfly on there. And I think I'm just going to Need to cut some paper. I don't really want to put a, much of a dimensional on here, but we'll dimensionalize it a little bit. You can just glue a couple pieces of cardstock together, and that gives it a little bit of a lift. Put that on the back, and then we'll glue that down here. I mean, you can barely tell, but when you're holding it, you can see that it's got a little bit of dimension to it. So there we are. And let's see if we can... Don't know what happened to those other here. I don't know if these will really look good on here because there really isn't any purple in here. I mean, but that goes pretty with that color. I'm going for it. You can get the color police after me. It's okay. Oop, I don't know what happened to the middle of this. There it is. Came out. I'll just put it back on. Hopefully it'll stay. And let's put 2 more on there. I like to do things in 3s. I love these colors. These are, they have a lighter lavender with sparkle and without, and then the darker, it's kind of a gray lavender. It's very, very pretty color. So I'm just going to put 3 of those on. We'll just stay with the sparkle colors. Oh, those little things come off really easy. That's disappointing, but okay. Oops. Well, come on. You just need a little art glitter glue on the back. So cute. I don't know if you can see the sparkle on those. There you can. So cute. Now that turned out pretty cute, and it's pretty simple. And the paper really spoke for itself on this one. If you, cut it in a way where you're letting the paper speak for itself. Okay, I think that's all we're going to do right now. And you guys, I would love for you to try this and let me know if you tried it, if you like it. Yeah, I'm going to be making more of these. We've gone just about 30 minutes. So thank you for stopping by. We did these. So cute. This one. And this one. It took us 30 minutes to do 5, and I had all the pieces cut out, but, you know, it takes me a little bit longer to do stuff. So, there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think. Oh, sorry, I'm out of screen. So there you go. I think those are really cute. And these are, you know, I stamped out a bunch of words, got those ready. So I have a whole bunch of words and phrases ready to go. On the cutoff parts, I used that. I stamped some sentiments. I've got pieces over here ready to use. All kinds of, and I have some vertical. I have a vertical set for mindless crafting also. That's fun. And yeah, I would go on to Mindless Crafting and check out their stamp sets. They have a lot. Now, they don't have any stamp sets. They don't do dies with their stamp sets. I will tell you that if you're looking for dies with stamp sets. But they have a lot of wonderful stamp sets. And beautiful digitals. And if you're a subscriber to their channel, all you have to be is a subscriber. You get free digitals all the time. They'll send you free digitals. So, you know, pictures of stuff, beautiful stuff that you can color. And yeah, pretty cool. They're very neat people. I will link their channel below. All right, so you can go check them out. Thank you so much for watching, stopping by, and taking some time to spend with me. And please click that like button and leave me a comment. I love to watch or to read your comments, and I will answer. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.